All right, so today I wanted to talk about, this is a video that was sent to me like multiple times now. This is a video from our our friend Greg Doucette. And the title of this video is very interesting to me. So, when dieting harder than last time goes too far. So I'm assuming he's going to talk about, you know, being in a severe deficit. And so let's see what he has to say.
Perfection, which is impossible for everyone, and then suffering because of it. Your life should not suffer because you want to look a certain way.
I agree with that.
Coach Greg, and today we're going to talk about dieting harder than last time. How do you know you dieted too hard? Trust me, so many of you are dieting harder than you should or need be.
I think, okay, so I truly have not seen any of this video at all. I think that it is I think it's very cool and it's very important that Greg is talking about this, because I know that he has a lot of people that follow him that want to look just like him or want to look like people who are unbelievably lean. Okay, for most people, getting that lean is not healthy and can be very detrimental to your overall health, whether that's like physical health or mental health. Like, getting that lean is not for everyone. So I will say just from the start of the video, I think that it's important that he is talking about this.
Your pride is getting in the way. You're an overachiever. You're like, hey, I see that body over there. I'm going to get it because I can outwork anyone. I can out-diet anyone. But sometimes you diet too much. There's only so much the body can handle. How do you know if you literally have gone too far? When enough is enough, but it's not enough. You want the dream physique, the one you've imagined in your mind, and you want to see that body, and you're dieting to get there. But your body is fighting back.
I think a lot of people struggle with feeling like they want things too fast. Like, the thing with Greg is that, I mean, he's been training for, I think, his whole life. And so getting to, like, for him, it's not that difficult. I know he works really hard, but for him, it's not that difficult for him to maintain his physique because of how much muscle he has. But a lot of people might first get into working out, and then right when they first get into working out, they're like, I want to be as super shredded, when it's just not realistic because they don't have much muscle. They're not super versed in training. Like, there are a lot of things that go into that it's like someone watching NASCAR and they just got their driver's license. They're like, oh, I want to compete in NASCAR. It's like, well, it's going to take a lot of practice to get to that level.
You need to know these signs so you don't push too far. Most of the time, this is what I say, imagine your dream physique and only go halfway there. If you try to go all the way there to try to get the perfect physique that doesn't actually exist, a lot of problems are going to happen. Trust you me, 59 bodybuilding shows. You don't think I've experienced these?
59 bodybuilding shows. That is unbelievable. 59 bodybuilding shows. I did one and I was done, okay? Like, that's a lot.
You don't think I've coached clients? I know what's going to happen. You need to be warned. It is not worth it. Not everyone is born to have 5% body fat and a six-pack. It's just not in the cards for everyone. Number one, extreme fatigue. It's not from doing a lot of cardio and from doing too many squats. You're extremely fatigued no matter what you do. You're laying in the bathtub and you need your girlfriend to help you out because you're so tired.
Because you're in such a severe deficit that literally anything is hard.
Not even because you train, it's just you're so tired. You're sitting on the couch and it's way too much work to reach over and grab the remote to change the channel, let alone having to get up. You're hungry, you're sitting on the couch, you don't want to get up to go to the fridge. You are too tired. A bathroom, I can't go to the bathroom, that's way over, that's 20 feet away. Extreme fatigue. When this happens, you've gone too far. You know you have.
And like, people might think that this is not possible and like, oh, you're over exaggerating. It is 100% possible. So imagine feeling like that, but also working a 40-hour-a-week job, or also taking care of children. Like, would you like to be around that person that has to do that? I know I wouldn't.
Your body is not made to suffer like that. You think it's worth living your life with extreme fatigue all the time? I can barely handle it for a bodybuilding contest, and that is only for a brief amount of time. I'm not trying to maintain 4 or 5% year round. If I get too lean, happens every single time, and trust you me, you're going to feel the same way if you diet too far for too long. Number 2, extreme hunger. I'm not talking about you're pretty hungry. I'm not talking about, yeah, you want to eat a lot. I'm talking about you could eat every single morsel of every piece of food you can think of, and even when you're full, you're still hungry.
So, I mean, I think a lot of us have had experience with this, right? Extreme hunger. What happens when you're extremely hungry, right? We struggle with binge eating. This is a very normal thing that happens. So even people like Greg, who's unbelievably jacked and looks like he knows everything, like even then, when you are dieting so far that you are eating barely anything, that it's very normal to be unbelievably hungry to where you feel like no matter how much you eat, you're not going to feel full. And of course, when you start to go down that road, then anything you eat isn't enough. And that's why you start binging to a point where it hurts you to eat more because you just want to feel full. It's no longer, oh, I'm just kind of hungry. It's like, I hate feeling like I'm not full. And even with the amount of food you eat to a point where you feel like your stomach is going to explode, it's still not enough, right? And so if that's happening, of course your progress is going to slow down. This is a very normal thing that a lot of people deal with.
There's no ending your hunger. You are starving. It's like you're being possessed by a demon, making you eat and you can't stop. You are so hungry. Why is this happening? Your body's defense mechanism is saying,
hey, you are starving. We don't want to die, so we're taking over you.
It's like venom. Venom comes into your body, makes you eat.
Are you an idiot? Why aren't you eating? I'm going to now possess your body and force you to eat because I like surviving. I don't want to die.
I like the voice changes. Very nice.
Literally what happened. Well, no, it's not actually literally what's happening. Venom isn't actually taking over your body. It's some form of a demon, but it's not even a demon. It's your subliminal subconscious. It's your subconscious taking over and saying,
we're the brain and we're telling you to eat.
I know a lot of people talk about your sleep paralysis demon. Dude, that binge eating demon, whew. He's a strong one, I'll tell you.
People out there, you're taking your brain for granted. It's keeping you alive. You should thank it. When it makes you extremely hungry, it's so you can survive. Number 3, can't sleep. Insomnia, it sucks. You can't sleep. Why? It wants you to go eat. It doesn't say, oh, just nap, have a nap for 10 hours, just sleep in. No, wake up after 3 hours and go hunting for some food because we're ready to die.
Dude, when you're eating so little to a point where you literally don't have enough calories to feel full at night, it sucks trying to go to sleep. Because I like eating before I sleep. I know a lot of people don't like doing that and they're like, oh, it's bad for you. I like eating right before I go to sleep. So when I was prepping for my show and I couldn't do that, that's rough. And it makes sleeping very tough.
We are starving here. Wake up and go eat. It's not the time to sleep when you're ready to die of starvation. So if you diet too long, too hard, your body is going to disrupt your sleep, keep you awake at night, and force you to go eat. That causes a lot of problems. Cortisol screwed up, ghrelins coming to punch you in the face, and you're just always hungry. You live a miserable life of insomnia. Not a pleasant thing. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do this. You don't want to suffer like this. You need to eat more. If you diet to this point, you're dieting too hard. Number 4, you're losing muscle. If you're in such a calorie deficit, or if your body fat drops so low that you're losing muscle, is it really worth it? No, of course it's not. You need to have a certain amount of body fat and a certain amount of calories to build muscle.
Well, I mean, yes, I agree. You know, if you're not eating enough calories, a lot of times you're probably not eating enough protein, and you're probably, especially if you're really, really low, you're probably not super motivated to train super hard. Like, you're gonna lose muscle when you're in that much of a deficit. But the thing that people don't realize is, like, people that are competing at shows or get really lean, like, you kind of take the good with the bad. You lose fat, and yes, you're gonna lose muscle, but you kind of have to lose muscle to get as lean as you want when you are competing. It's just like it just kind of happens.
Y'all know I'm not for bulking. I'm also not for extreme cutting either. I'm for balance, maintain a healthy body fat that's reasonable for you, and everyone's bodies are different based on the set point theory. You need a certain level of body fat so that you have enough energy to train hard in the gym and recover. If you're losing muscle because you're not eating enough, well, obviously you need to eat more. It's not rocket science. Number 5, this one's for the ladies. It's not for the men or the circles, for the women.
All right, here we go. For all the ladies.
If you lose your period. Female athlete triad. What usually happens is a lot of females will lower their calories to lose weight while increasing their calorie expenditure by doing a lot of cardio. You do all this extra activity and you eat less, and the body says, we ain't reproducing right now. This is not a good time. They're clearly out walking in the woods, going for 2 and 3 hour hikes, looking for food, and they're not finding it. Probably not the time to have babies. We should only have babies when we have sufficient energy, nutrition, and food available. The human body doesn't want you to get pregnant when you're starving yourself. So it acts as a defense mechanism, and you don't have your period.
Yep.
Does that not make sense? So if you're losing your period on your diet, you're probably dieting too hard. Now, yes, I understand some professional bodybuilders and so on, you need to diet to that level. You just do. You're just going to have to. It doesn't mean it's healthy. But for the average person, you shouldn't really be losing your period now, should you?
Yeah, I think like that's like Mother Nature's way of being like, hey, I'm not sure if this is the best thing to be doing, you know? Like if you are no longer, you know, having your period, that's a pretty good sign. Like, especially if you are just trying to lose weight, you're not dieting for a show. It's like, okay, well, maybe I should increase my calories or increase my fat or figure something out because obviously this is damaging my body.
Number 6, you get sick easier. You're sick all the time. Your immune system is compromised. All this is a vicious cycle. You're not eating enough. It's affecting your sleep. You're not recovering as well. You're getting sick more often.
It's almost like, you know, eating is important to a lot of other things that happen in your body.
It's not good. If you're getting sick all the time, you're not eating enough, how is that worth it? Is it really worth getting that dream physique in order to suffer from all these consequences? Pretty sure dream physique is not worth getting sick all the time. When you have the dream physique, you didn't dream you'd be sick in bed with it, now did you? Number 7, what the heck is the point of having your dream physique if you got no sex drive to go with it? So picture this, you and your partner dieting for a show, you're both shredded, you both got abs and everything, you both look the best you've ever had in your life, and you don't even have sex, you got no energy. Why would I do that? What's the point? Why get shredded, have the perfect body, if you can't even enjoy it in a bedroom?
I mean, this is so very true.
That sucks. Wouldn't you rather have a little bit more body fat, maybe 5 percentage points higher, add in the 10 pounds of fat, and be healthier, have a normal sex drive, sleep better, not get sick, and have energy all the time? Oh no, why would I want that? I'd rather just look really amazing and be shredded and miserable.
So I want to make it very clear that what he's talking about here isn't going to happen to everyone that is trying to lose weight, right? Like what he is specifically focusing on is people that are getting very, very, very lean, right? That are trying to get as lean as they can to compete for a bodybuilding show, or people that for some reason are just trying to get super lean because they see people on Instagram that are super lean and they want to get that shredded, right? So he's talking about them. Like a lot of this stuff can be related to people that are just trying to lose a massive amount of weight, but some of this stuff isn't going to 100% correlate and be the same for someone that is trying to lose like 100 pounds and just trying to get to a healthy weight, right? So this, I want to make it clear that he's focusing on people getting unbelievably lean, that to a point where it's unhealthy.
Your choice, not mine. Why are you choosing this? I want to look like a super fitness model, shredded all the time because it's so great. What's so great about it? You get more likes? Ooh, 1,000 likes. When I was chubby, I only had 500 likes. Now I have 500 more likes. Yeah, I'm going to diet my whole life to get 500 more likes on my Instagram post. Why? What is the point? Think about what you're actually doing. Why are you doing this? You're going to suffer to that extent for more likes? Isn't having more energy, not starving, and feeling good and having more sex, isn't that more fun than being shredded? Number 8, food allergies. All of a sudden, people all be getting food allergies. Oh, I can't eat eggs anymore. I can't have yogurt. I can't have Greek yogurt. No, now I can't eat nuts anymore. Oh, no, I can't have that. You're dieting so hard, you're cutting out all these food groups. You're doing it for so long that all of a sudden you can't eat them anymore.
Wow, I didn't think he was going to bring this up. This is really interesting. Yeah, this happens. Like for me, he brought up eggs. That happened to me for a long time. I could not eat eggs because of like going on my diet. I was so restrictive on the certain foods that I ate. I didn't really ever eat eggs. And then whenever I would try and eat eggs again, I would feel sick to my stomach to where I felt like I had to go, like throw up. And so, man, that happens to so many people. It happens with people with dairy. It happens with people with eggs. It happens like so many different food groups that you just cut out completely that when you try to add it back in, it's like you can't have it anymore. Well, you can, but you just feel like trash after eating it.
You grew up your whole life, you were able to eat anything. Now all of a sudden, every second food, I'm intolerant to that. I can't have gluten, can't have this, can't have that, eat that, and shit this out, and do that. No, and oh boy, it sure does suck. I can't eat anything. Have a balanced diet. Eat normal foods. You don't have to do this to yourselves. You're an asshole. Yeah, trust me, people diet and their personalities change. They're hangry. They're actually just angry. You're so hungry and you're so irritable because you just want to eat. So many people think it's the steroids. Oh, it's the PD. Probably Anavar made him so aggressive. It's actually way more likely that it is that you're hungry than it's from the PDUs. Not saying PDUs can't change your personality as well, because it can. But trust you me, it is more likely the fact that you're hungry, starving, and you're irritable because of it, and then you treat everyone different. Your patience level's at 10% of what it used to be. The smallest of things can trigger you and piss you off, and you can't deal with it.
Dude, hanger is so real. Like oh man. I'm not fun to be around. I don't get mean. I get very quiet and I'm very snappy. Also, my friend Meg is here. Hey, what's up, Meg? Welcome. Meg Squats, everyone. Say hello. But yeah, being hangry and being on an extreme diet to where you are getting like unbelievably lean, like it is, it's a real thing, man. Like it really can affect a lot. Like getting super lean to a point where you're like trying to compete for shows, man, I feel like that has ruined more relationships than people care to admit. Like it is no joke. Like it is no joke.
Is that worth it? Do you know how many people are breaking up with their boyfriends, girlfriends, circles after dieting or during a diet? They change as a person. They're just not the same human being that you
see. I told you guys.
you like and love. Now listen, there's nothing wrong with trying to diet and better yourself, to look better, to feel better. There is something wrong with chasing a look that's impossible to reach. Perfection, which is impossible for everyone, and then suffering because of it. Your life should not suffer because you want to look a certain way. You should try to look a certain way for you and enjoy it and feel good about it.
Like I like to say this a lot, is weight loss and fitness and all this stuff, these should improve the quality of your life, okay? This should improve the quality of your life. And if that is no longer happening, you should really take a step back and think about, okay, is this worth it now for me to continue this this weight loss, or am I now impeding the quality of my life? Meg said, once I was prepping for a show and missed my friend's wedding, one of the biggest regrets of my life. It's a trap. Yeah, like it'll make you make those freaking crazy decisions. Like, why would I do that? What, like, it happens to so many people. Like, so many people go through this.
But not take it to the level where it's ruining your life. For me, 9% I can handle that. I eat the foods from my cookbook. It allows me to feel full. I'm not starving all the time, and I feel good. Every aspect of my life, it feels perfect, okay? If I try to diet further and I say I'd rather be 8% or 7%, I can't do it. I'm a professional bodybuilder with all the knowledge in the world. And I can't do it. I can't be perfection. I can't. I can get to 9%. That's pretty good. It's halfway to my dream. I'd love to be 4 to 5% body fat. You're up. It's too much. I can't do it. I want to do it. I really, really do. I've tried for decades. I can't do it. I can do it for a short period of time, for a couple weeks, for a show, but I can't do it year round. So my advice, go halfway there. Now me, I'm lucky. I have a pretty fast metabolism. If I eat whatever I want, like pickled pizza, start eating like Ali, I'll probably gain 20 pounds of fat and I'll settle there. My body be pretty happy. But not everyone is like me and blessed with a good metabolism. Other people, if they just eat anything they want, they go up to 300 pounds, 400, 500, 600 pounds.
I don't understand why he's decided to personally attack me, but that's fine.
So you have to keep things within reason. You don't want to just go all in and eat all the gummy worms and candies and chocolates of your dreams and always eat everything, but you don't want to diet to an extreme level either. It's called balance. Somewhere in the middle is the perfect diet for you. Hope you learned something. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette, I at BB Pro. Bloop it up 2 videos. Watch the top one, then the bottom one. And until next time, I am out.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a great video. And like I said at the start of the video, I think it's important that he's talking about this stuff because I think a lot of people, they see people like Greg or they see really shredded people, especially like on Instagram, and they think that's what I want to get to. That's what I need to be. But a lot of times these people are maybe not happy. They're not like, they're sharing their highlight reel, right? They're not sharing the reality of what it's like to be that lean. But I can't say that I disagree with anything that he said.